This is Rhett. He's a 4-year-old Maltese mix. They had him first. He's described as a bully. They got his housemate, which you'll meet in just a minute, in hopes that they would become friends, but Rhett just bullies him. He pulls a lot on the walks. He cannot be off leash. They said absolutely not. He would be a huge flight risk, and he's really fast. He barks a lot, and they said he has a shriek that could shatter glass. He barked so much when they had contractors in the house that he actually made his voice go completely hoarse. So goals are better coexistence with the housemate, and obviously nice walks, not a flight risk off leash, stop the barking, just the whole package. He doesn't listen at all. She was trying to get him to, he's 4. She was trying to get him to sit at the drop off, and it just wasn't happening. He wouldn't even sit for a second. A lot of demand, barking and shrieking. So yeah, they've been looking forward to this for a while.
Yeah.
Again, his name is Rhett, Maltese mix, likes to eat. Yeah. Josh had already started some work before I turned the camera on because he just immediately tried to run away as soon as we got out of the car. We're down in the field today because we're still having work done in our house and we can't use our training room right now. So we've got a long line on for safety, and we're starting work immediately on recall and stay. The 2 things that we like to achieve in session 1 is a immediate response to the recall with the tone and a stay. And then the 3rd thing obviously is the release, which he also has to learn because good, he knows his name. He doesn't know the release because he's never held a command long enough to be released from it. So if you see us saying break and he doesn't move, it's because he doesn't know. He has to learn. So we're just going to try to get some recall reps, try to get a really good understanding of that tone, and then of course the stay. This is the foundation of our entire program. Recall is going to turn into heel. Stay is going to turn into sit down and place.
You say he's a bully, huh?
He's a bully. He thinks everything's for him, she said. He'll steal his housemate's food and treats.
Boy.
It's just a little temperament test Josh is doing. A lot of people do this with 8-week-old puppies. You know, see what is their response when you try to hold them still. What does that tell you? Good. Very vocal dog. You know, when I put the slip lead on, he started shrieking.
All I did here to start this conversation with him, and then I remember you said he was dominant with the other dog, and so I just cupped my hands underneath the chin like this.
Good.
So that's a good response. See, that's good. But when I did that, and a lot of dogs do this, they
wrangle around. They don't want to be held.
You're
Yeah.
just doing this. You're just doing this, and then they get frustrated with you. If it was another dog coming to meet him, if he's dominant, right? He's not. This is the dog's head. He doesn't want it to go high up here like this and above him, right? And around here. So he's avoiding that with me the same way that he would with another dog. So, see how he's kicking?
Yes.
See that?
He wants to remain upper hand.
Look at that. And then so, but you'll see there is another option. He'll take it.
Submit.
Which is just just there.
Good.
And so
Pretty
I'm already
mild.
talking to his brain already about our relationship. I'm gonna need you to be submissive towards me, and that also means you're gonna be listening to what to my direction. So everything's for him. He's plowing into my personal space. I'm blocking here, and then he chills out. So there's good. I see the bad, but I see the good too. So it's not too far from the bad. And what I mean by that is he's already figured out the answer to 2 of these little conversations we're having right now, which is to just chill. See, now it's all here.
The dominance.
I usually don't talk about this part because I'm usually doing the training, but yeah, this is how I get to know him. Yeah, right here. So he knows what I'm saying. It might not look.
Dog brain.
He knows exactly what
Dog
I'm saying.
talk,
We're
yeah.
We're talking about hierarchy right now, and we're doing that kind of talk. But you see, he knows how to avoid it, which is just to submit and to relax, right? But if he wants to do this,
Which is why his owners are describing him as a bully.
break.
That's what they're meaning when they say that.
Good boy.
It's just that he's dominant.
You're a good boy. I'm just fixing your collar. That's a good boy. Yeah. Good boy.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yes, he is. I'm just giving him some affection, getting to know him.
Little Maltese mix.
That's a good boy.
They said he has some butt problems. He needs his butt wiped after going to the bathroom, and they said he could get nippy with that too.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't like his back end
And
touched.
that's another thing with like a dominant dog in a social interaction. They also, you'll notice a lot of times, they don't want the other dog sniffing them in the rear. They want to do the sniffing, but they don't want to be sniffed. So it's all correlated. So that's where he sees himself in the pack. So he just got dropped off here, and this is our interaction so far. Our relationship dynamic is going to be one where I want to lead and I want him to follow. So you're going to see him bump up against me, and he's going to say, no, I lead. And I'm going to say, no, I lead. And then we go through that a bunch and he's 4. Okay, so when you're raising them, it's like those conversations come up here and there, and you deal with them and you move on and you raise the dog. But when you miss them all, and then you're like, okay, let's go at it all, they all come out, right? So he's like, don't tell me to stay. Don't tell me not to do this.
It's amazing what you've achieved already, because at the drop-off, he was constantly pulling at the end of a tight leash. Look at what Josh has achieved. I just want to remind you guys, this is a dog who had no stay, no sit, nothing but demand shrieking about 5 minutes ago. Wow, we're working on those 2 foundational skills, recall and stay. Look at that. Look at that.
Break.
Good boy. Remember I said if we say break and he doesn't move, because he doesn't understand it yet. He's never held a command long enough to have a release. Look at him. Owners were real anxious about sending them. They thought they might be the ones we couldn't train. Everyone thinks that. I see why. It's just because when you're seeing them act so crazy, you're like, how could anyone possibly get through to them? But we will. There's a sweet dog in there.
Oh my gosh, are you something? Oh, what a baby boy. Hi.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah, he's cute and soft.
His world is rocked.
But I'm only giving that to him when he's submitting.
Yeah.
When he's being soft with me and listening. Then know how good he's doing. But I'm not doing it when he's being a brat. Because then it would just be cementing the fact that he gets to do whatever he wants, doesn't have to listen, and that he's above you and you have to listen to him. And I'm sure he's got humans that listen to him. You know what I mean? That tell him what's up. That he tells them what's up, what to do, when to do it. So that's the demand barking, right? That squealing he does, or whatever they described it as. He's telling you to get up and use your thumbs and your legs and get him what he wants. And every time you do, just putting that crown on.
Yep.
Good. And he's such a little guy. I mean, it's unbelievable that something this small could control a house.
I know.
But
I know.
But they do.
Well, anything to stop the shrieking. Really.
That's a good boy. Yes, you are. So he's entering that state. The state you see the dogs go into.
Calm, connected, and open. Brain is open.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really a nice place to be. So he knows how to go into this more submissive follower mentality. So he knows how to listen, aka he knows how to listen and be respectful.
It's crazy to see him just sitting there.
Right. Well, he's not choosing any of his choices. Good boy.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
And so this is a temporary thing. I get an opportunity, like a window of time, where I can explain to him some things, and it's really going to stick. And also our dynamic's going to be formed. And then he'll process that, and as the next session comes along, in the next session, I'm just going to start seeing more of his normal personality, but he's not going to be choosing, once he becomes a follower, he's going to be himself. He's just not going to be choosing all the bad behaviors. He's going to be choosing behaviors that I've replaced them with, alternatives. So instead of barking, go lay down. Instead of pulling, heel, right? Instead of pacing, lay down. And he'll learn all these things. But right now, he just,
wow.
I'm not in charge. I don't know what to do. I would normally be running around and causing fuss, but if I'm not doing that, I don't know what to do. And it just turns out him sitting there is the answer.
Yes.
So every now and then.
Gosh, his owners would be thrilled if they could get this.
And you will.
Oh, he's so cute. His little face.
So what we're going to do with this window of time is we're going to teach the recall and then some stay. And just get that started.
What are they honking at?
They're going over a crossing. They're warning cars. So everybody knows the train's coming.
I didn't think there was a crossing there,
The
but
train is coming. There is.
let's see. Let's check out that recall. Remember, he was a flight risk.
Yeah, come.
Verbal, tone, stem. So he's going to learn, if I want to avoid the stem turning on, he's going to recall. Good job. And then the stem gets phased out and it's left with the tone. Amazing rep. Because right now the tone means nothing. The tone literally means nothing until you give it meaning. Just like your words. Wow, Josh, I'm so impressed. And I see you work all the time.
Yes, you do. Well, he hasn't attacked me or anything.
No, he gave you a little nip when you,
Yeah, that's
yep,
true. So I'm so used to being like,
a half-hearted nip.
yeah. It happens when you know.
Yeah, and
But he
and
didn't go past that. He didn't go past
Right.
that, I should say. Where he was like, I want to fight as hard as I can in order to be able to choose what to do here. He gave me a little nip, missed, but then we moved on, and he, as you can see, accepts the situation that I'm going to be calling the shots here. But what he doesn't realize yet, he will realize towards the end of the program, what he's going to get out of this is a way better life. His life's going to be so much more involved with the owners. He can do more with them, be out more, have off-leash freedom. All these experiences he would have had to have been like held or put away because he can't behave himself, or he's just ruining the situation by barking, right? So his life's going to be better. The owner's life's going to be better. Can he be a follower? How hard is that for him? Not intellectually, but like for his pride. Is he going to allow me to lead, or is he going to say, no, I'm the leader, right? That's really what it comes down to. So far, he's letting me
stay and walk away,
yeah.
and he'll learn that release again.
Keeping it real basic. That's all we're doing for the first couple of days. Is using that stay and that recall.
Yeah.
First break.
Good boy. Learning that release. Good. Good boy. Teaching the release is just as important as teaching the commands. He's got to know how to get out of the command. Might do another recall here. We're going to let him explore. I doubt he's ever had this much freedom outside without the feeling of being on a tight leash.
Good boy, Rhett. Good boy.
Building up confidence.
Like that. The goose is out.
Oh, I see it. It's not loving us being here.
Sorry.
It's sounding off the alarms.
We're here every year and you still have... Rhett, come. Yeah.
Wow! See what he's learning? He is learning that when he hears the beep and hears the verbal, he runs to the person calling him. And this is how it starts. And then he stays. So recall to stay. Two very important things. Very difficult.
We'll do the stay.
He could not do that 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, you can see it in the eyes. He's thinking about getting up.
He's becoming operant, which means he's becoming aware that his choices have an outcome. We like it or we don't like it. Before, it was just, I do whatever I want. And it's up to me.
See him stop himself?
Yes, I
Did you
do.
catch that?
Yep.
All right, so he was about to get up and he caught himself. So that tells me he's self-regulating. On impulse, if he's not thinking, he's going to just impulsively follow us or whatever it is. Go wherever it is he's thinking. but he has to be self-aware enough now to stop himself. So he had an impulse, he stopped himself. That's impulse control. So that's something he's missing, and he's living his life missing, which is why I'm barking at everything. I can't,
Pulling.
when I see something, I go
Yes.
for it. So already it's being implemented. The recipe for success was right in that little micro moment where I told him to stay. And you seen the impulse, literally the body jerked into almost standing up, and he stopped himself. That's a skill, or he might have had, but he was not practicing, and that he does not have practice doing, is not going after the thing that he sees that he wants immediately, and stopping himself because his owner or handler said stay. So right there actually is huge success for him, and that's going to travel. That's the answer. He just gave me the answer early on in the program, but that's going to be the answer for like 99% of our conversations moving forward. It's just stop on your thought, look at me, and make sure you're doing what I want you to be doing right now.
Yep.
Okay? So
Beautiful.
good. Right. Break. What a good
Turning the
boy.
recall into a follow.
Look at him go.
Beautiful.
Look at him go.
See how our two
Wow,
foundational
are you kidding
parts
me?
are opposites of each other? It's either recall and follow or stay.
Wow.
Very clear.
I mean, if everybody walked backwards, my job would be done. We could go home today.
I know. There's a
But now I
recall.
teach them how to heel and all that.
And then we turn around.
A little bit
We're
there.
teaching him to not let us out of his sight.
He's ignoring a little bit. Uh-oh, there we go. He was headed towards you. Good boy. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Ooh, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. I'll take
Amazing.
that. Stay.
Stay and walk away. Building a great foundation.
It might look good, but he's barely holding on right now.
I think it looks
It
amazing.
looks good. No, I mean, right now in this moment here, he's. What I'm trying to say, I guess, is that this is when he's gonna be likely to make the most mistakes. Is the first like 30 seconds
Yeah.
after I tell him
Yep.
to quit. And I could see it's difficult for him, but it's getting easier every rep. All right, I'm gonna present something that might make him want to come towards me, which is just kneeling
Oh,
down.
that's hard for him.
You see it, right? It's hard. Yeah. But he understands the concept, so the understanding is there. And now it's just like, but if you can see, there's another element at play, is that calm state of mind that he's using with it. That's a secret ingredient in there, so we have, a peaceful mind in our dogs, so they're not like constantly anxious or whatever it may be. Small dogs like this can become anxious pretty easily.
Yeah, you'll see it in his brother.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's time to take the jacket off.
Yeah, it's nice out.
Stay. So I'm going to ask him to stay while I do something real here, which is take care of my hand. And we'll see how hard he responds. This is fun.
Look at him.
He's a cutie.
He's really cute. His owner said thank God he's cute because he's a menace.
Right? I mean, the cuteness is...
Saves them.
It saves
That's why they make him cute.
Right?
Look what we've achieved in session 1. Got a nice solid stay.